when did they make you start paying rent? Because this. So literally, you never had to pay rent the whole time you was at home.
The only thing I paid, the last I would say year I was at home, I paid council tax. That's it.
Now, so even when you got your job, there was you never ever got asked to contribute to the bills of the house. Because where I'm leading with this is that a lot of times we live at home with our parents, and the biggest problem some of us have is that we're living at home, being, I wouldn't say forced to pay rent, but made to pay rent, which I think you should contribute, but then we're being treated like a child. Yeah. And I think, would you say that it got to a point when you got to 28, 25, whatever age it was, where you felt that you wanted to become a man, and you felt that it was being hindered in the environment that you was in? Or what was, I know you said it was a bit toxic, but is it because you felt that your dad didn't respect you as a man? Or what do you think it was that is the main thing? Because a lot of these young guys, they leave home early. And even some girls, and sometimes we don't talk about how toxic it is that you would want to give somebody else rent, but not give it to your parents.
I was trying to leave home at 16.
Why?
Why? Fam, like he said, I grew up in a proper strict house at first, innit? But the difference between, used to tell you back in the day how, like, we would be in college, and man would be like, "Rah, how was your weekend?" And I'll be like, "Rah, I was in Chocadero and all these places, and I was out and about, and I was running around with a man, them and doing a whole bunch of,
But wasn't that strictness needed? Because a lot of us.
But hear the joke. The only reason, Gabriel, the only reason why I was on badness is, I'll be honest with you, yeah. My brothers in jail was having more fun than I was. I'll be dead honest. My mentality at that age was like, I didn't care if anything happened, because imagine here, I'm phoning you on my Nokia and all you lot are kiki in the background. And I'm thinking, "Rah, what's going on?" Well, at these times my aunt is saying, "Rah, come back at this time. Make sure you read this. Make sure you do this. Don't leave the house at this time." So I got to a routine where I started pretending that in my room all the time, and by the time I would finish the studying time to come eat, I'll be like, I'm too tired, I'm going to bed. So instantly that will make my aunt go to bed early because she's thinking that we've all gone to sleep. But these times I've got a key to the back door, so I'll put the front door on latch, ladder at the back door, over the fence, jump onto main road, go with the man them. My night clothes is in a black bag in the garden. The back door key is hidden somewhere in the garden. So in the night time now, because the back of our house, our neighbor's house here, the back of their house was literally like a bungalow. The front was a normal house, but the back bit was like a bungalow, but it was a flat roof that you could walk on. So what I'll do is I'll run up their wall, jump on their fence, run on the roof, jump into the garden, get changed, open the back door, pretend I went to the kitchen to get water, then in the morning take my bag. So every night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be out.
What is strict? Because I think a lot of us...
Strict is no girls allowed to the house.
Which is fine. Wait,
that's
one. We complain and moan about.
That's one.
And we call our parents being toxic and being whatever. I'm not saying your dad wasn't toxic.
Strict is 2 year. You see, like every Christmas here, we get games consoles. So my aunt would probably buy like a PlayStation, an N64, Sega Mega Drive, Dreamcast. Basically, we got every console we wanted. But guess what? We couldn't play it.
Why?
Because we weren't allowed TV in the rooms at that time.
I don't get it.
My aunt didn't want us to have TVs in our rooms because she thought that...
where do you play the game or console then?
So you're meant to play in the front room. But the problem with that is they're watching Nollywood from morning till night. So anytime you start to play, my program's on. So what started to happen was, anytime I get a console, my little cousins who lived in Nigeria, who would come over time to time and be like, they ain't played dinner. I'll be like, right, you know what, when you're not going to take it.
Because I think the problem I have about this issue is that we always talk about naughty kids, this and that, but we don't talk about our parents. And you got to remember, a lot of our parents came into this country in a time where it was turmoil. Like the racism that they dealt with, like, we have to thank the first generation so much, because there's so much stuff that they dealt with that we no longer have to deal with. But when we talk about strict, and I always ask this question when especially the young ones want to move out. So you managed to stay at home to 28, which I think is, I applaud that, because the longer you can stay at home, the more money you can save. I don't get this rush that everyone's trying to do to get out of the house. You never had to contribute, and I'm assuming, am I right in saying, is there mum and dad together? So I'm assuming you've come from, in inverted commas, the perfect setup, in inverted commas.
Well, From the outside looking in,
Yeah, I
okay,
know, yeah.
cool. I got my parents both together, but
Yeah.
it don't mean that it's perfect inside.
Yeah, but I guess on paper it looks great. Like, you know, mum and dad's in the home. Doesn't mean it's the greatest setup in the house. Doesn't mean there's
but
harmony in there.
From the outside looking in, okay, you've got both parents still together, cool. But to me, that means nothing if the relationship with your parents isn't great and the dynamic isn't great either.
Yeah, because therefore it could still be toxic in the household.
Exactly.
Now, I want to ask this question now.
Yeah.
At no point you had to contribute, and I'm assuming you didn't have to contribute because maybe your mum and dad had enough money together to pay the bills.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to hazard a guess and say the reason why most people want their kids to contribute is because of a lack of money. But I'm going to assume that part of it is that.
Yeah.
You never had to contribute.
No.
Okay. Chiz, at what point did you realize that you was compelled to contribute when you started making money?
I started making money on my 16th birthday, and I started paying rent from then.
Now, was it a conversation where they knew you started working? It was like, oh, Chiz, you're now working, Chiz.
Yeah.
You know, this,
From the jump.
the light doesn't light itself.
No,
You
from
know,
the jump.
so
From the jump.
and
And
what-
I-
did it feel like you was compelled to do it? So was it a case of where if you didn't pay, it was like a knock on the door, like, Chiz, it's the first of the month. Like, what's
We had to, and I'll tell you, at them times here, I used to be so angry, like I used to be so vexed because, imagine them times we was in college together, innit? And them man would see me like most times I'll be like quiet and just kind of like we would all hang together, but a lot of times like when the man would go football and that, remember I was like I'm not playing football. And the joke thing is here, growing up here, I love football, innit? Growing up, but. Because when I moved here, I wasn't allowed to play football. I wasn't allowed to like, remember like, I moved here like in year 7, in the beginning of year 7. So like, imagine I'm in a playground, I'm in PE, and I'm dobsing man up, doing my thing. The teacher's like, rah, why not join the football team? I'm like, rah, I'm not allowed to go to any after school activities. So like literally, because I'm not allowed to play football, anytime, say Saturday, Sunday, this is why I don't watch football. So Saturday, Sunday, anytime Premiership was on, my aunt was watching Sunset Beach Marathon.
Sunset Beach?
So because the Sunset,
you young boys don't know about Sunset Beach.
So, 'cause the Sunset
We used to
Beach-
bunk lessons to go to the common room at something like 9:50 or 10:05. Sunset Beach came on.
So because the Sunset Beach Marathon, that's why I started watching football. Because originally, when I moved here, I would probably either be supporting either Man U or Newcastle because I used to like Shearer. You get what I'm saying? Those are the only two teams that I used to watch. Then I moved here and I can't even watch nothing. You get me?
I can't talk for other cultures, but see Nigerian parents. Do you know how much times when I saw so much Nigerian boys good at football, but their parents would not take them to the football games? Sunday they had to go to church. Because remember, football back in the day was Sunday league. I don't know what it's now, but it was Sunday league. And our parents were so strict that you'd have to go to church, and you couldn't play football on Sunday.
I know.
And the amount of games, amount of football matches. I wasn't the best footballer. I'm not going to sit and lie. Like I wasn't no Ronaldo. I might have been a little tiny little. I don't know. Maybe like I might have been in the GM Vauxhall conference. Not learning too much. Maybe a little 2 bags a week. Like I would have been. I wasn't going to be hitting the top bins, but I would have made 2K a week. You get me? But my mum, she tried her best, but she didn't understand. Like for instance, let's say I was in trouble at school. My mum would punish me for not going to football, and I'd be like, Mum, just take the PlayStation, Mum. Like, let me go play the game, Mum. Let me go. Let me like the scouts are coming. No, you're not go. 1 month you're not playing football. I'm like, Mum, like you can't.
The thing about me and my parents with football, my parents. For me, football was like my that was a useless thing, innit? So they would support me.
Was you good though?
I was good.
No,
I was good. I was good. I was good. I was good. I was good at football. Relax.
The camera's on.
Relax. I was good at football. I was definitely better than you for sure. I was good at football. Sure. You don't even have the DNA, bro.
What?
Anyway,
wow.
Back to my story.
Come in here today.
Back to my wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Back to my story. Yeah. So my parents didn't really support me, as in they let me play football, go to training, go games on Sunday, but there wasn't that. My dad came to 1 game my entire life. But they just knew that was my thing, innit? So for example, if I'm in the house and they call me, all I gotta say is I'm watching football. And leave me alone. They'll leave me alone. What are you doing on the weekend? I'm playing football. Cool. So when it came to football, they left me to my own devices because they wanted me to succeed in it. But
so didn't actually. So it wasn't against you playing football.
It wasn't against me playing football. No, what I'm saying is they never pushed and supported me, but they left me to it.
But what they didn't realize though is that so my little cousin now, you know Abraham, he's got his cousin Uriel, Uncle Ralph's son. He's now basically signed for Charlton. Okay. And what he doesn't realize is that and this is for all the parents who have got young boys now playing football. Go into those football matches and just speaking to the manager. Just knowing who the people are, because everything's a backhander. Yeah. Everything in this life is a backhand of who you know. Even just massaging the coach's pocket, going in the little pub room and having a drink. Even if you don't drink beer, just buy the beer, don't drink it, just leave it there, just for decoration. Just having the conversations. We didn't have that. Growing up, my mum tried her best. She used to come to football matches with a little flask. You know, even when I used to school, I used to tell her, just don't celebrate, mum, because she used to do too much. I said, mum, mum, stay calm. Just wave.